And now we are going to discuss what is application server and how it differs from the web server. So application server, it exposes business logic to client applications through various protocol, possibly including HTTP. While a web server mainly deals with sending HTML for display in web browser, and application server provide access to own business logic for use by client application program. The application program can use this logic just as it would call a method or an object. So the main difference, you again we are going to look on Udemy website. So anyway, this is our Udemy website. So previously we are we thought like Udemy hosted on one of the web server. So here the same Udemy website, you can think about it might hosted on application server. So now, so anyway, uh, just hit as udemy.com. Okay, so it responded back with some courses, but I want to um, click on development related code. So it responded back with whatever course available there. So here, anyway, it is very simple. Even application server can behave the same way like web server also. It can handles HTTP requests as expected with or as expected like web server. But the main difference between the application server and web server is it adds business logic to the web container. So what is the business logic and what is the difference between business normal response or business logic? So so let's say this request we are getting from the web server. So if you think like this course anyway, it stores in some place and we just pull back. So uh, server side, using your server side code, you can simply pull back this code and you can simply uh, get all the related course details, everything. Okay, but I want to give immediately a few of the business logic related activities. Let's say the pricing. Okay, so the pricing related task or pricing related activity, if you going to add in your business logic. So let's say sometimes Udemy provides some flash sale, like sometimes it might be a $24 or sometimes it offers $10, $15 or $45. So the pricing they will give a strategic pricing what I mean is the pricing they are going to offer you sometime a flash sale times. So they will provide you some time period, and if you are going to use that in that period, you can get a sale price with some very good bargain price. So this type of business logic we can apply on EJB side or based on Java EJB side. So this particular time we no need to add this business logic directly into any of your a web server. We can your web server is not going to handle these type of some special business logics or some type of APIs we can't include in our web servers. So some type of business logic related APIs we can't directly use on web server. So that particular task is going to handle by your application server. Not only pricing. So let's say in some period of time. So Udemy offers some $10 or $15 or $24. Let's say here it offers $24. So in that particular scenario, based on that time, so all the courses they are going to offer you $24 you can avail in that particular time. Okay, so in that particular time, if you are going to um, enroll your course in Udemy, you will get $24 lifelong in that course. So this type of logic, it maintains on the business logic container, and it just from database side. Anyway, this course value is same on database side, 199 or 149, but the sale time price is going to applied on the business logic time. So immediately, even though the value is $199 in that particular scenario, I mean in that particular period of time, the course you are going to get on just for $24. So this is the basic example from the uh, application server to web server. Let's say if you have a if you have a very basic web server, so it can't manage this business logic. And if you want to use web server, and if you want to change these values, and you want to store the database with the sale type of pricing, it is not that much easy, right? So in that scenario, your application server is very helpful. And another very important task is reusability of the component. For example, in your web server, so the request is goes from your browser, and the request is taking care of your server code, and it travels to database, it will picks from the database, and again it send to back to the client with whatever http request. In any of these tiers, the data is not going to reusable. So whatever request comes from the client to server to database, the data just travels from one layer to another layer. But in application server, the data is going to travel from the client to database. In meantime, the your code or your APIs are going to reusable. Okay, so the reusability is the very huge advantage from the application server side compared to web server. Thanks for watching. These all are the basic scenarios. We are going to I'm going to explain you on our next parts very clearly. This is introduction classes. Hope you enjoy. And the next section we are going to discuss on how to install Oracle WebLogic 12c. Thank you. Thanks for watching.